When I was studying Korean, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, I remember being in class and I was about to take a test. The teacher sat down in front of me and I could feel my heart start to beat really fast. My mind started racing because I didn't know what she was going to ask me. It was funny because during class, everything was great. We had a good time, myself, my other classmates, and my teacher. But suddenly, when the test came, and the teacher sat down, opened her notebook, and then opened her mouth, and she was about to ask me a question, I felt like my mind went blank. And I still remember that question. I still remember that exact scene. She asked me to tell her about a memory that I can never forget, something from my childhood that meant something. And I felt like I didn't know what to say. Now, I did answer the question, but it was difficult, and I realized that you experience the same thing. Sometimes you want to speak in English, and then someone asks you a question, and you have no idea what to say. Well, today, I am going to give you what you need. I'm going to teach you how to answer any question in English using a 5-step method. Very simple. Now, I need you to do one thing before we start. You see, when I teach these lessons, my goal is to help students just like you around the world. I have a big goal. My goal is to help 1 billion students around the world, and I need your help. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. That's right. Like this video, share it, and then subscribe to this channel. When you do those 3 things, it tells YouTube, wait a minute, this video, this channel is good. It can help people. So, one more time, like, share, subscribe. Come on. I said like, share, subscribe. Last time, like, share, subscribe. I'm Teacher Tiffani. Let's jump right in. All right, here we go. So let's say, for example, someone asks you a question about art. The question may be, who is your favorite painter? Now, you probably remember that I am an artist. I love to draw and paint. But if someone asks you that question, how would you answer? Well, you can answer by simply using the 5 W's. Who, what, when, where, and why. So for me, who? My favorite painter is a man named Chuck Close. He's an awesome painter. So what? My favorite painter. When? Currently. Where? America. And why? Creativity, great detail, and passion. Now what happens is you organize your thoughts first before you answer the question. You see, I just organized my ideas based on the 5 W's. So now I can answer the question. Look at my answer. My answer is, currently, my favorite painter is an American painter named Chuck Close because he paints with creativity, great detail, and passion. I answered all of the 5 W's in my answer to the person's question. It doesn't matter the topic as long as I'm using this 5-step method. But let's say the topic changes. Let's say, for example, they ask you a question about books. I'm curious, do you like reading? Do you like books? Let me know. All right, so let's say the question is, what is your favorite book? Again, 5-step method, 5 W's. Who? Francine Rivers. What? Bestseller, Redeeming Love. That's the name of the book. When? 1991. Where? America. And why? I enjoy reading love stories. Now, I want to pause really quickly. If you've never read this book, oh my goodness, this book is amazing. It's a modern day version of a Bible story, but it will blow your mind. It will help you improve your English. It will help you understand better your comprehension, and it will teach you so many new vocabulary words and expressions. So I would all the way advise you to read this book. All right. So again, the question is, what is your favorite book? And I use the 5 W's to organize my thoughts. So what's my answer? Here's how I would answer this question. I enjoy reading love stories, so my favorite book is the 1991 American bestseller, Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. You see how I did that, right? You see how I made that advanced English sentence just by using the 5 W's? You can do the same thing. All right, so let's say again, the topic changes. Remember, I'm teaching you how to answer any question in English. It doesn't matter what the topic is. But let's say, for example, the topic is career, and they ask you, what kind of job do you do? No worries, I can answer that. Who? I or me. What? Working as a computer engineer. Truthfully, I'm working as your English teacher. All right, but just for the example, working as a computer engineer, when, since 2010, where, a design firm in my city, and why, my friend is the CEO. Now look at this sentence. Since 2010, I have enjoyed working as a computer engineer for a design firm in my city because my friend is the CEO. You're seeing these advanced English sentences. You're seeing how to answer any question using the 5 W's. It's so simple if you apply the right method. But again, we're going to look at some more topics because you may need a little more proof, some more examples. So let's say, for example, they ask you about your dreams. I am curious. Tell me what your dream is. What is your dream job, or what would you like to do in the future? Put in the comment section. Practice your English. All right. So here's the question. What was your dream when you were a child? All right. No worries. Who? Me. What? Dream was to become a doctor. Now that's actually true. I wanted to be an OBGYN, the doctor that delivers babies. That's what I wanted to be. But you see how things changed. Now I'm an English teacher and I love it. All right. So when I was a child, where in the world, and why, to heal all of the sick people. So here's my sentence. When I was a child, my dream was to become a doctor so that I could heal all of the sick people in the world. All right. So we answered the question. But now what if they ask you about education? They say, why is education so important? Now, I've asked this type of question to my students before when I was in Korea and even now with students that I meet on a regular basis. And I realize that as a student learning English, sometimes you get questions that ask you to give a deep answer. And sometimes you feel like your mind goes blank, right? Well, again, even when you're asked a deep question that requires lots of thought, all you have to remember is the 5 W's method. Who, what, when, where, and why. So again, why is education so important? Well, here's my answer. Who? The children. What? Education is important. When? In the future. Where? Our society. And why? They will become the future leaders. So I can say, in my opinion, education is important because the children of today will become the future leaders of our society in the future. You talk about an A+ answer. Come on, y'all. And you could do the same thing. All right. So again, I answered all of the W's in my answer. Now, what if they ask you about food? Woo! Y'all know I love food. All right. What if they ask you about food? Well, here's the question. What is your favorite type of food to eat? Now, I'm going to answer the question for the example, but I'm curious. Do you all remember what my favorite food is? I mentioned 2 things, but one of them is my top favorite. In the comment section, I want to see who gets this right. Who knows what my favorite food is? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's see how much you know. All right. So again, the example question is not about me. All right. Okay. So here we go. Who, what, when, where, why? Who? Me. What? Favorite type of food to eat? Popcorn. Again, this is not my answer. When? In the evening. Where? At home. And why? Snack on it while watching television. So my favorite type of food to eat when I get home in the evening is popcorn because I usually snack on it while I watch my favorite television program. So again, answered all the 5 W's in my answer to this question. It's so important to remember these 5 W's. But now here's the thing, right? We have many more examples to look at, but you're probably thinking to yourself, Teacher, this method is really good. Tiff, I really like the 5 W's and it seems so simple, but who can help me make sure that my answers are grammatically correct? I get grammar questions all the time. Or teacher, how do I know if I'm doing it right? You're basically asking for a tutor. You're asking for someone to help you. And that's why I want to tell you about our sponsor today. Today's sponsor is Cambly. Now, you guys know I talk about Cambly a lot. I love Cambly. And the reason why I love them so much is because they literally care about you. They want to help you achieve your goals, and they want to give you one-on-one attention, one-on-one classes. So when you learn something with me, you can go to a Cambly tutor and practice with them. They have tutors from America, from Australia, from Canada, native English-speaking countries, and they're ready to help you. And again, I told you why I love Cambly, and one of the main reasons is because they want to help you, my student. What they want to do is give you a discount. So the coupon code right here on the screen, use this coupon code and get a discount. Now, all of the links are in the description, so click the link, use the coupon code, and start studying with a tutor today. Improve your English. Put into practice what I'm teaching you. So again, Cambly, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. All right, so you're going to practice with Cambly as you go through the 5 W's and answer certain questions. And we just talked about food, but let's say the topic changes. Let's say someone asks you about games, and they say, what types of games do you play at parties? Again, same method, 5 W's. Who? My friends and I. What? Usually play acting games. When? When I go to parties. Where? At parties. And why? We love those types of games. So I can say, I usually play acting games when I go to parties with my friends because we love those types of games. Now, you're probably wondering, teacher, what's an acting game? We're going to take a pause in our lesson and play a game really quickly. Now, again, I've already asked you to type in the comment section what you think my favorite food is. Now, I'm going to see if you can guess what I'm acting out. I'm not going to tell you the answer. I just want to see if you can type the answer in the comment section. So here we go. I'm going to act something out, and I want you to tell me what I am eating. Okay? You ready? All right. It's going to be a little hard. Ooh, Now that's a hard one. I want you to type in the comment section what you think I am eating. I'm very curious to see who's going to get this one right. But again, I acted something out and you had to guess. That's one of the games we like to play. All right. So next, let's see if they ask you a question about your home. What type of home would you like to live in? So again, who, what, when, where, and why. I, what, want to live in a similar cute house. When? After I get married. Where? In the suburbs, and why? I used to live in a cute house. So here's the sentence. When I was growing up, I lived in a cute house. So after I get married, I would like to live in a similar cute house in the suburbs. All right. I don't take those out because I think whenever I mess up, it helps you realize that even native English speakers sometimes have to correct themselves. Don't worry. All right. So similar cute house. Again, so I'm answering the question by answering the 5 W's. Now, again, a different topic, helping you guys to see how it doesn't matter what the topic is. Let's say it's about identity. All right. What is your best physical feature? Who? People. What? My best physical feature is my smile. Now, this one is true. People tell me all the time that they really like my smile and they feel happy when they see me smile. So I think my best physical feature is my smile. All right. So we continue. Since I was a child, where? Everywhere. Why? Always told me it is great. So I think my best physical feature is my smile because since I was a child, people everywhere have always told me it is great. So again, even in answering a question about a physical feature, we still use the 5 W's. It's very important. All you have to remember, who, what, when, where, and why. You only have to remember the 5 W's method. All right? Again, let's see another topic to see if it really works. Karaoke. Yes, you guys know I love to sing. You know what? One of my favorite songs. So my friends and I, when we were in South Korea, we'd go to the karaoke room. We'd call it a 노래방. For those that are Korean, 안녕하세요, 노래방. And I would sing so many songs. One of my favorite songs, let me see. You say I'm crazy, but you don't really know what you've done. And when you call me baby, I go, I'm not the only one. I had to kind of sing that real quick. That was my favorite song to sing when I was in South Korea. So maybe you guys like karaoke rooms too. All right. So here's the question though. Let's say, for example, someone says, have you ever been to a karaoke room? Now you may be tempted just to say, no, I haven't. Or to say, yes, I have. But you want to give an advanced English sentence. Here you go. Again, who, what, when, where, why. Some friends and I, what? Went to a karaoke room. When? I was in university. Where? Near our university. And why? To sing songs all throughout the night. Here's my answer. When I was in university, some friends and I went to a karaoke room near our university to sing songs all throughout the night. You see, you've kind of developed a picture, an image of what happened to me. Because I answered all of the 5 W's, when I give you my answer, suddenly in your brain, you start to say, teacher was in university. She was with her friends. It was at night, a place near the university. You start to create this image. That's why it's so important for you when you answer to answer the 5 W's, and the person listening to you will feel like they understand better. All right? Okay, here we go. Love. You know we all like love. All right, so love. Question. Do you love, not do you, but who do you love the most? All right, here we go. Who? My husband. What? Loved. When? Always. Where? No matter where I go. Why? I can feel his love for me. Now, I'm not married yet, but you know, God has a plan. Don't you worry. All right, here we go. I have always loved my husband the most because no matter where I go, I can feel his love for me. All right, so again, someone asked me a question about love, but I was still able to apply the 5 W's and answer the question. That's what you need to do. Now, I really, really hope you enjoyed this lesson. There is a part 2. Now, part 2 is very important. What you're seeing right here are the worksheets that go along with part 2. You see, in part 2, I explain how you can practice what I taught you today. Part 2 is so important. Now, if you're already a part of my academy, you can just click the link in the description and you can go watch part 2 right now. If you're not in my academy, you need to go to this link right here, letsjumprightin.com, and you need to enroll right now because part 2 is going to help you go to the next level and apply what you learned in this video. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I really want you to improve your English and have confidence to answer any question, no matter what someone asks you. Again, I want to thank Cambly for sponsoring this video. Don't forget, guys, to practice what I taught you, you also need to get a tutor. And Cambly has a special coupon just for you. So click the link in the description. All right, guys, I will talk to you next week. But as always, remember to speak English. You know what time it is. It's story time. Hey, I said it's story time. All right, guys, I really enjoy singing that song. All right, so actually, today in America is Father's Day. Now, I'm recording this video before Father's Day, but since it is going live on Father's Day, I want to tell you a funny story about my dad. Now, I may have told some of you this story before, but I'm going to tell it again. And for those that don't know the story, ooh, you're in for a treat. So my dad is a great guy. He loves us. He takes care of his family, but he also likes to help other people. Just to tell you the kind of person he is, very kind and considerate. Now, if I ask for something, my dad will give it to me. The same goes for my sister and my mom. He really just loves his family. Now, I remember several years ago, it was Christmas, and we were all sitting as a family in our family room, and we were sitting at the tree, and we were just handing out gifts to each other. You know, like I gave a gift to my mom, I gave a gift to my sister, to my dad, and then we all continued to exchange gifts. And there was one gift left under the tree. And I looked at my mom, because it said to daddy. I looked at my sister first. Did you buy that for daddy? She said, I didn't buy it. So then I thought, oh, maybe my mom bought the gift and just put daddy on there for my sister and I. So I looked at my mom and I was like, did you buy that gift? She said, no, I didn't. So my dad proceeds to pick up the box and said, oh, you guys are awesome. You guys are so amazing. You guys bought me this. We were like, yeah, daddy. Yep. So he proceeds to open the box. Again, we're still looking at each other like, who in the world bought this gift? Opens the box, and now I don't remember what the exact gift was, but it was something he really wanted. He said, oh. Now when my dad gets excited, he's like, oh, shucky ducky. My dad gets excited. He was really excited. We were like, man, whoever bought this gift, wow, they really knew what daddy wanted. So he takes it out the box and he's, either unpacking it and everything. And so I said, wait a minute. I said, daddy. He said, yeah, baby girl. Yeah, baby girl. He calls me baby girl. I'm the youngest. Yeah, baby girl. I said, who bought that gift for you? He said, y'all bought that for me. I said, daddy, I didn't get that for you. Your wife, mommy, didn't get it for you. Neither did your daughter, Simona, get it for you. So I said, daddy, who bought that gift? He looked down, gave a smile. He said, Big Daddy bought that gift, baby girl. Big Daddy. My dad bought his own gift and wrapped it and put it under the tree. So it's kind of been an ongoing joke for our family now. When it comes to my dad, if he really wants something and he doesn't think we're going to get it for him or that we don't know he wants it, he'll just buy it for himself, wrap it up and put his name on it. So it's hilarious. So you kind of can see the kind of guy my dad is. He's very considerate, very loving. He'll give you the shirt off of his back, but he'll also give himself gifts. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I would love to know about your dad. Tell me something funny he did. And if you are a dad, I want to say happy Father's Day to you. All right, guys, I will talk to you next week.